Hey, look at 57.
Yes.
You can't do this and this and this. That is not traveling.
Bro, that is not what I did.
See, watch this what you cook up now. 57. You can't this and this. That is traveling.
Okay, one second. Little guy. Hey, guys, I got a question for you. To be honest. Okay? Did I do that? You want to see it again? My man. They said they want to see it again, Mr. Referee.
57. You can't do this and this.
My turn. It is. You told me it was my turn.
You talk all that you want to, yell and scream, you lost.
It is my
You
turn.
lost the game.
It's my turn.
Take as long as you want, you still lost.
No touch it. No touch. Great. Set. No touch. No touch. No touch it. No touch. Great. Set. No touch. No touch it. No touch. Great. Set. No touch. Great. Set. No touch.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Smith going to try and run with it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple. The Seahawks at 9-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll try the air now with Smith. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got him in. It's Brown. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A pitch comes to Walker. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Smith. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawks touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Draymond Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. But first down, Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This offense, Charles, where we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in their final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, they're going to go with the option. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Dancing to his left. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Okurebunan. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, and now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Swift. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage?
And this time he is in. DeAndre Swift. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And coming out of the end zone, D. Eskridge. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Man open left side is Brown. 7 yards there and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because that incompletion's on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting rough backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second down, here's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one good for 26 and a first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge that by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Elliott is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
63.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going deep for Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one good carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
They'll try to run with Swift. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
From the 50, it's Smith. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off of play action. Here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes his upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Geno. And he's got Smith and Jigba. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Mario Edwards flies in to blow that play up.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that'll wind up moving moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 33 yards. And the Eagles have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Now it's Smith. Finding Walker complete. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles 19. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Smith. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Now Smith. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew their time getting short. They had to put something together here, and they were able to do so. And we took the lead right back.
And for the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And an Eagle first down.
On first down, Hurts flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 101 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a first down as well.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown all time. Walker hit and the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
On first and 10, it's Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2nd down and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown from 19 yards away. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
32. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's first and 10. Here's Smith. Gets this to Fant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Smith to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And Smith's throw into the hands of Fant. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
Smith. This is caught. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And Carter, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. This is first and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now second down and a few inches. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like...
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Philadelphia, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.